Hey, Dr. Erickson here. Wanted to cover another item here with peripheral neuropathy. Many people understand that peripheral neuropathy ties in with problems at the feet or the hands, the farthest reaches of the body. However, there's a component to peripheral neuropathy that I find very profound and very common that most people are not aware of, and it actually happens at the other end of the body. It happens up here with your head. Now, the definition of peripheral neuropathy is actually that there's a problem with the nerves at the furthest reaches of the body. I've covered this on another little video segment. But your brain also has a map of every part of your body, particularly every area of the body that has sensation in it. And that brain map is actually called a homunculus, and it's in a part of the brain called the parietal lobe. What that means is that there is actually a map of every part of the body, from your hands and your feet and your head, all the way down to your toes, in the brain. And if there's a problem in the brain, or that area of the brain is not firing like it's supposed to, in neurological lingo we call this FOF, or frequency of firing. If this brain is not firing like it's supposed to, all the way down to the feet, or it's not receiving information back like it's supposed to, guess what? This area can perceive pain in your feet. Yes. It may not be entirely a problem in your feet. And if all of your focus is on dealing with the symptoms, killing the pain, deadening it, or medications that make you feel good in spite of how bad you feel, what you're missing out is the fact that your brain has a big involvement here. Always go upstream, meaning that you always go up to where the origin is, and the brain is where everything starts. For example, if you picture in your mind a top, if you remember that if you spin a top and it spins really well when it's spinning fast, but as things slow down, that top begins to wobble. Or another analogy would be spinning a coin. If you spin a coin on a tabletop, it spins really fast and it looks almost circular or spherical. But as it slows down, it begins to wobble, and then eventually it falls. And this is what happens with our nervous system, is if everything is flowing just like it's supposed to, proper information, we got a nice tight ball or sphere that's flowing there. Everything looks good. But as things slow down, and our ability to handle things, that frequency of firing slows down in the brain, we begin to wobble a little bit. And that may manifest itself literally as problems with balance. Some people, when they close their eyes, they immediately lose their balance, or they topple one way or the other. That's a brain problem up here. Okay? But in another real sense, though, is as things are slowing down, that means the communication is not flowing from one end of the body to the other. And that'll lead to altered perception, whether it's in our hands, or whether it's in our feet, or whether it's elsewhere. What you need is a proper neurological evaluation. And I'm not talking about somebody just to look at you, glance at your paperwork, and write you out a script. I'm talking about you need neurological testing done, because that can help pinpoint where are these problems at. Is it actually in my parietal lobe, in my brain? Is it in other areas of the brain? Or is it in my feet? Or all of the above? I can help you with that. Give me a call, Dr. John Erickson. We can do a thorough neural exam on you and find out exactly what's going on here. Is it just in your feet, or is it somewhere else? You have a good one.